Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Stolen Tricycle podcast. Here we like to talk about the daily goings on of life in quarantine, video games, a touch of hilarity, and really a lot of randomness that kind of spews from nowhere. But, anyways, my name is Luke.
I'm Rob.
Whoever's this way.
I'm Justin.
And I'm Ashley.
And here we go.
Fucking Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I think Ashley's watching TikToks again. She's been watching them for hours.
Yeah, that's basically what I do. No.
It's addicting.
No, it's fucking cringy, and the app needs to be deleted permanently from every server in existence. And they need to bring Vine back, but only for the select few. And anyone born after 2002 shouldn't be allowed to use it.
It's so addicting. There's so many good videos.
Do you remember?
But there's so many bad ones. Sorry, what?
Remember Jake Holland?
Yeah.
With big red beard. Yeah, he's got a Vine, or he's got a TikTok now, and it's the same as his Vine. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying that there's no good people on TikTok. I'm just saying the amount of shitty people far outweighs the good. Like Rob, for instance.
You said Tic Tac.
What about me?
You're the shitty one.
See, the reason I think your TikToks are so cringy is because I know you in person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I've gone to the strip club with him. We've had beers together, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I see those videos.
We have gone to the strip club before.
Yeah, we did.
Just
we went for
time.
$2 beers.
Yeah,
just once. I know Ashley would go with us. She would go to the strip club. She loves titties.
It was really awkward and painful for me.
Why was it painful for you?
Well, it was awkward, and it made it painful because of how awkward I was. Like, I went up to the stage, I sat down with my drink, which was completely watered down, and, like, I had a $5 bill, and I'm like, what do I do? And, like, she's on stage in front of me, and I'm like, I like it, but I don't know what to do. So I went like this. I went literally, and I left it, and I ran away. Like a little girl.
I one time
because I'm awkward as fuck.
I one time went to a strip club, and I'm going to tell you the story and preface it by saying that as soon as I left, I went home and showered.
Okay.
I'll explain why. I went to a strip club with a buddy, and I'm sitting up at the stage,
Right.
having some drinks, doing a couple shots, and this smoke show of a stripper comes out, and I it was like a Wednesday, Thursday night, nothing special,
Right.
but for some reason they had the Saturday night premiere girl there. Like, she was on some shit, and I was like 2 beers in, so I wasn't even buzzed yet. She was like on some shit, and she's like, twerking right in front of my face. Her legs are literally her feet are literally on either side of my drink. Her butt is right there, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna sit here and just, this is cool, whatever. And then she takes her leg, stretches it out behind her, I'll do it this way, and wraps her knee around the back of my head and starts slamming my face into her ass cheek. When I prefaced, like, I did nothing to deserve this. Not a damn thing. I hadn't even handed her money yet. This was in the first 30 seconds of her performance. She must have had a liking to me or whatever, because she went on stage another 10 times that night and didn't touch another person. And I don't know if I was just like that, hey, it's your fucking bad luck tonight, buddy, or if it was like, hey, I want this dude inside me, because my face was really close. And it's one thing when you turn your head this way and you can hear the ocean. If you turn your head this way, you can smell the ocean. It's one of those situations. And, like, I'm just... all right, stop! But the music's so loud, and everybody's laughing and having a great time, and I'm sitting there like, I don't know what to do here. This is my 3rd time at a strip club ever. What do I do? To the point where I'm just like, all right, whatever, I'm done. Take it. And I threw 100 ones and I left. Left the area. I went and sat in the corner, and I just ordered nachos and another beer, and then I ordered a shot of vodka, and I took the vodka and I did some of this. And I literally was rubbing vodka on my face because I was like, I don't know what I'm leaving here with, but it's far worse than what I came in with.
Disinfecting yourself.
No, dude, I asked for hand sanitizer. It was not provided. So I ordered a $10 shot of some shitty vodka, which vodka shots are not that expensive. and I had a really bad time. And I think I broke Justin with that story because I don't think I've ever told him that.
No.
No,
that
I'm
is
pretty sure.
amazing.
I'm pretty sure I went with Drew. I won't list his. I won't give his last name. You know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure I went with Drew to the strip club, and it was the same strip club you and I went to, Rob. So you can imagine how when I was fucking assaulted, that I was just more upset about the sheer disgust factor than I was about anything else, and I just didn't know how to handle myself. I just like.
And the chances of me knowing exactly who that particular dancer was are pretty high.
I've got 2 or 3 in mind.
Probably do
from
know
there.
her.
I probably do.
You probably do.
Because I mean, there was.
It was not a girl I had seen there before or recognized.
Yeah.
And don't know why the Saturday night special was there on a Thursday or Wednesday night. But like, I'm just glad it wasn't the Tuesday noon fucking girl. Like, hey, fucking Karen, you're on Tuesday at noon when there's gonna be 3 people in here and they're all from World War II and they're gonna tip you 45 cents in pennies and they're gonna throw them at you and call you a slut.
Yeah,
Yes, degrade me.
But yeah, no, I used to frequent that club like every other week for like a year or two, I think. So much so that I became the safe table.
Oh, no.
I made friends with all like a good number of the dancers there. I was friends with bouncers. I was friends with door people. Friends with DJs. I was there.
Ashley's been staring at the ceiling this whole time, just shaking her head like.
Well, she thinks it's funny. She doesn't judge me based on my past. I've told her other strip club night stories, and she's just like, "Oh, you're fucking dumb."
What
How?
What happened during the night that we went? Because I don't remember. I remember
We drank
went.
$2 beers. I got a lap dance from Victoria. Me, you, Drew, and Anna sat around having a couple beers, and then we left.
Okay, so it was pretty blase.
Yeah, it was chill. It was the first time I had ever gone to a strip club, so it was you guys introducing me to the experience and giving me an addiction.
Gotcha.
I
Thanks.
fucking love strippers.
Thanks.
Because at that point, I was already good friends with everybody. Like I was saying, like I became the safe table to go to. Like anytime a dancer, would be like, around people who, they just wanted to stay away from certain people. They'd come sit at my table and hang out.
And it was great because I was with you, and they would just come over to the table.
Yep.
They would flock to the table, and I was like, "What is this magic? What is this? Are we the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? I know I'm Irish, but fuck."
Well, it's because at that point I'd already like a lot of them knew me as Captain America.
Ah, that story.
And that's because in the early days of me going to that particular club, my friend who was working there, she told me about they were going to be doing like a Comic-Con night where they were encouraging patrons and dancers to dress up in cosplay, and they'd have a little costume contest.
What the fuck can a dresser use as cosplay if she has to wear basically nothing? Like, you gonna go out there in a Captain America t-shirt and rip it off on stage? Like, sick. That was a great cosplay. Now show me your titties.
There are sexy cosplays and costumes that one can acquire for that kind of thing.
But if it's like comic book night, everything, like, all right, let's back it up. If you're at a strip club, by the end of your dance, you're in nothing but underwear, nothing but a thong, maybe some heels. So
I
like,
did the thing again, Rob.
tell me you can put together a cosplay and someone can visually pick out and be like, "Oh yeah, you're so and so with nothing but a fucking thong and some heels on." Unless your thong has got a little Wonder Woman fucking engram on the front.
Like I said, I haven't found. We're not at that segue back into where I can start edit. Don't eat pussy on screen.
But my OnlyFans account needs content.
I would be so upset if you had an OnlyFans account.
I would never make an OnlyFans account unless it's for feet pics and people want to buy them. Then I'll give you feet pics for money.
Dude, I saw a video that somebody like. took off OnlyFans, and it's just some girl stabbing a watermelon, but the camera's sitting on top of it. And it's supposed to be like a sexual thing, but it's like sexual murder.
I don't quite understand that.
Man, we don't kink shame here. We don't judge that. Do what
not-
you want.
not-
Be
I'm
safe
just
about it.
confused.
Yeah, I'm not judging. I'm just questioning.
Yeah.
Well, so there's always that part of like that type of kink of it being like the fantasy, I don't know how to explain it, because there are people that want questionable scenarios to be done to them because it gets them off for some fucked up reason. Like they want to get kidnapped or whatever. Hey man.
Ashley, are you telling us something? Luke?
No.
Not to my knowledge.
I'll give Luke a ski mask if he needs
I'm
it.
just saying, because Ashley seems a little bit more...
I already have one of those.
She seems to have more than just
so-
a glancing knowledge about this topic.
I get bored and I do my research on things. It's good to have knowledge about stuff.
Bored.
Research.
Yeah, or...
Research.
Whoa, guys, you don't need to be attacking me. I'm just trying to shed some light on the BDSM community.
I mean, if we're attacking you, judging by what you were just talking about, it sounds like you'd be into it. I said what I said.
I know you did.
Sure
There's
did.
no remorse.
You
No
said what I
remorse.
meant to say too.
No regrets.
Nope.
No regrets.
Right there. Right there.
Yep.
If you,
No, it has
You
to
know
be
what,
on the
Rob?
chest, like right here.
hey Rob, you know what would be funny is if you got a tattoo that said "No regrets." If you actually went and got it now.
Hell no.
Please
Listen,
do.
I'm the
Please.
one that gets the dumb tattoos around here, all right?
No. Here's the deal.
No, remember,
we get,
remember, Justin, I'm still gonna get ladies and gentlemen tattooed on I think my back or something.
Am I supposed to be doing the other half of that?
Not anymore, but I think it's a nice callback.
I mean, you could if you want.
It's a nice callback to when we used to say that a lot.
So who's getting I prefer dick tattooed on them?
I'm not.
Definitely Rob.
I mean, I know it's what I keep saying whenever we have sound cutouts, but it's not. It's not what I'm gonna do.
So for context, every time and still to this day, anytime we have sound issues, Rob will start talking to try and get it to come back, and it never comes back until he gets fed up and goes, "I prefer dick."
Yeah, because we used to do like Facebook chats for admin stuff
Skype calls.
for our group. And, yeah, it was Skype. And I would always get really laggy, and I would get so frustrated, and finally it would cut back in whenever I would decide to yell, "I prefer dick." And I did it as a joke, but that was always the time that it would cut back in. And so it just became the running joke that every time I have a sound issue, I'll just keep saying, "I prefer dick," until it comes back. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm proud of you,
For
buddy.
both.
Yeah.
I think originally too, it was supposed to be about Dick Grayson, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was. But, you know, I prefer dick.
Mm-hmm. Hey, quit
I
being
mean,
a dick.
congratulations. No hate here.
I mean, nothing wrong with that.
We
Oh my
accept
god,
you.
so when I was seeing my niece in the hotel room, she wanted to play like this puppet shadow game.
Mm-hmm.
5-year-old, mind you, so she thinks everything is a game. So she's like, she has my stepdad and my mom. Yeah, she has my stepdad and my mom's iPhone. She makes me turn on my flashlight on my phone while she has 2 flashlights there. Then she makes me proceed to go into the closet of the hotel room. So we have a nice little dark area. And I'm like, Mom, she's making me go in the closet. And she's like, well, it's okay. I'm like, but I already came out of it. And she's like, no, it's time to go back. And I'm like,
Makes your mom sound homophobic as fuck.
when she's like the least bit of homophobic ever.
Sure.
No. Well, okay. I don't really care. I'm very open about my existence of being bi. Well, before I even had the chance to talk to my mother about it, like a normal teenage girl should do when they want to come out. My mom had
When
this
they feel
rule in her household. Yeah, when they feel comfortable. My mom had this rule is if it's in her house, she has a right to read it. And I had journals. And I had expressed some feelings I had for some women in my life in these journals and admitted to being bi. And she like comes to me and she actually, I know you're going to be upset, but I read your journals because I just wanted to make sure you were okay. And I found out something. And I'm like, fuck.
It was a short story. It's not about me.
Fuck. Well, then
I was
my mom
writing fan
proceeded to
fiction.
tell me. Yeah.
Erotic
Well, then my
fan
mom
fiction.
proceeded to tell me about her.
Oh, awkward. Wherever this is going.
Yeah, I literally fucking. I like. I sat on my bed. And I was like, I really don't want to have this conversation anymore.
It's not.
We
It's
get
not
it.
even like. It's not even like I'm uncomfortable because me. It's just like mom.
Please,
Mom, just stop. Go
stop.
make a meatloaf.
I
Like,
know,
thank you for accepting me, but I don't want this anymore.
I know you
Something-
want to
something-
relate, Mom, but this is a kind of relating that I don't need.
Mom, just
I
I
send,
do
don't
not
wanna
want to
know.
hear about your sexual adventures in college, Mom.
Mom, just send me to pray away the gay camp, okay?
Like, fuck, just send me to fat camp. I know I'm skinny, but get me the hell out of here.
I just need some type of camp.
Send me to fat camp. I'll be the motivation.
Yeah, I mean the reason I say whenever,
Come on, guys, you could look like me.
the reason I say whenever that teenager is comfortable is because like I didn't come out to my parents back in high school. I mean it was a completely different. It was I guess a different atmosphere back when I was.
Was
in
a
high
different
school.
time.
It was a different time. Yes, 20
Back in my day.
20 years ago was a different time.
Oh, you're old.
Yes, we've already established that I am 6 years younger than Ashley's father.
We also established that Ashley likes eggs, but that's beside the point.
I like eggs.
Sorry, I'm pausing on that topic. My brain just froze on that again. But yeah, no. You know, I was part of the Gay Straight Alliance. You know, I came out to my peers, but I didn't come out to my parents.
Yeah.
I didn't come out to my parents in high school. I mean, geez, I came out to my father 2 or 3 years ago.
Same.
In my but 2 or 3 years ago for you is not the same as 2 or 3 years ago for me, in the sense of the fact that for me it's
He was in his
I'm in my
30s.
30s. You know, I
No,
Yeah,
you were in your
exactly.
30s. You're in your 50s now.
yes, I'm in my 50s. I look
From
great.
30 to 50 in a couple of years.
I moisturized.
The blood of your enemies.
That's not a lot of blood.
Just cut in that thing going, moisturize me.
I'll just use
It
watermelon.
puts the lotion on its skin.
Yeah,
Or
no,
else it gets the hose again.
I was, it wasn't until I, you know, now being in my 30s that I came out to my father, and actually, just recently came out to my mom.
Oh.
How did it go?
Both times, surprisingly well.
Well, good.
Good.
When I came out to my father, he was like, "Are you happy?" And I went, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay. Well, if you're happy with that lifestyle, then by all means." And I went, "Well, shit, that was easy. I should have
Kind
done
of the best possible
this."
like situation that could have happened. The best
Yeah.
possible result, hands down.
Should've
Like,
done
are
this
you happy?
years
Yeah.
ago.
Cool.
Exactly. I was just like in my head going, "Man, I should have done this years ago. Why the hell did I? Why didn't I?" You know.
Well,
Yeah,
you didn't
that
know how
was-
he'd react at the time.
Exactly.
That was
And-
the same issue with mine, too, with my dad.
Well, that's the thing is that my mom has always been this very strict religious type. Like back in the day, I would joke about like, you know, be like, "Oh, Mom, what religion are we?" And she'd be like, "Oh, we're Catholic." And I'm like, "We're Baptist? We're Catholic. We're Protestant? We're Catholic. We're pagan? We're Catholic."
We're Protestant. Damn it.
You know, I would just keep messing with her, but she was just so religiously strict. And so that, you know, that was one of the reasons I was very hesitant to tell my
Apprehensive
mom.
with it, yeah.
And like I said, recently I finally came out to my mom. I'm 36 years old and finally going, "Hey, mom, guess what?" And
I prefer dick.
and all I got, like, it was funny because like, at first she seemed kind of like, oh, like kind of surprised,
Taken back. Yeah.
and then she was just like, okay, and I'm like, wait, that's it, end of story. That's end of story. No need, no. The conversation's done. It's just, oh, okay. Oh, well, shit. All right. Why didn't I
This
do
is
this
anticlimactic for my entire angsty life that I've lived with this feeling.
I've been worrying about
What do I
this
do with
for
all this
years.
pent up aggression now?
I've been worrying about this for years. And it was just, okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right.
Well, then
I
it
didn't
couldn't have
expect
gone
to get
better.
to this point.
Yeah.
Well, like
Sorry,
with
Joe.
my dad, my entire childhood, he would literally make very homophobic, like, comments about the community. Like, we were in his truck one day and we were in mass, and he sees this guy with like bright pink hair, and he's holding hands with another guy and stuff, and he like starts going off homophobic slurs and everything. And I'm just like, I'm not going to be able to tell you shit about me. That's really fucking awkward. But then, like, a couple years ago, I finally, like, I came out to him, like, well, I like both. Like, I'm bi. He's like, oh, good for you. And I'm like,
that's it?
Maybe
like,
he's one of those, like, fucking stereotypical guys that, like, oh, it's okay for women to be gay because that's hot, but not for men because that's just gross. Like, fuck you, dude.
I mean, it sounds like it sounds like him. It sounds like him.
Honestly, I'm like, not to like take away from that how serious that was, but you guys remember that Tourette's guy thing? Like, I heard she's a lesbian. That just means she likes what I like.
Yeah.
That's where my brain just went.
No, that's fair though. Like,
yeah,
maybe he's like that.
It sounds like him.
Like, I already didn't
love
like
your
your dad, but like, I further dislike him for that. Like, my sister has a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't be homophobic if you've ever jerked off to lesbian porn. Not allowed.
True.
And what even straight or bi guy has not done that? Gay guys, I understand if you don't jerk off to lesbian porn. That makes sense.
But then you also really can't be homophobic. Like,
yeah, I hate myself.
Well,
no, it happens.
That is a thing.
I understand it happens, but they shouldn't. They should love themselves regardless of their orientation. Who gives a fuck what you do in your bedroom? I don't give a shit, man. You want to fuck a dude or fuck a girl or fuck both at the same time? More power to you. It just means you're getting more ass. Like, have fun.
Like, that's the thing that really sucks about the bisexual stigma of it all. Like, a lot of the community doesn't recognize bisexuals as being part of the community because we're either confused or we're just using it as an excuse to cheat, or there are those people that ruin bisexuals in general saying, oh, I'll kiss a girl, I'm bi, or I'll kiss a dude, I'm bi. Would you fuck them? Would you have an intimate relationship with them? No? Then you're just doing this for attention and you're making me look like shit.
So I'll tell a story that touches on the subject after. That I've never told anybody. So back in my younger confused days, Rob's getting excited right now. Back in my younger days, I was maybe 19, 20, 21. When I didn't really know what I wanted. I thought, I was a little confused. Angsty late teenage years, kind of budding through, and I didn't like sleep with a dude or anything like that. But like, I thought, I was in that stage of mind where you could see an attractive dude and be like, now I go, oh, he's a good looking dude, sure. Instead of being like, all right, like, I was a little confused. I thought I was like teetering on the edge of like bisexual, and I was at a gay bar. I was at it was like a club that I used to go with my friend she's full on lesbian. She's now a man, which is totally cool.
Nice.
So we used to go all the time. And like I think that's where some of my confusion like started to develop more, because I didn't really know what to think one way or the other. I was young and didn't know what I wanted. And then eventually it all kind of cleared up for me, but it was one of those things where I didn't know what to do, so I can understand like people's like anxieties or coming out or whatever else, because not only are they either like dead set, they 100% know, or you never know. You could have been like me where I didn't fucking know what I wanted. So there is that like risk and that anxiety of coming out and telling people who might not accept it.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Fuck, I'm now like I know what I want and I'm not into dudes whatsoever, which is, one way or the other. I don't give a shit what you think, but people get fucking confused. They don't know.
Yeah, but there's a difference though with a lot of the people that claim they are bi.
Right, there's people who do it for attention.
Yeah.
And like if you're doing that, then that's kind of messed up. I mean, if you know like no, I'm not bi or gay, but you're kind of like saying that you are, for some sort of attention, which is just another fucking person. I don't know why it would get you more attention. But like if you're doing that for attention, then that's just like people struggle with that shit, man. Like people go through a lot to be their own person, to deal with their own identity. And if you're gonna do that for attention, that's fucked. That's like perfect example of what's been going on with all of the BLM movement and everything else. How some influencers have like put on blackface, and it's like I understand you're trying to show support, but that's not the right way to do it, and you're going for attention. It's like it's not just people that have done it for sport; it's like influencers who have like intentionally done this, and that's not cool, man. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to compare a racial right to homosexual or bisexual rights or whatever else. I'm using that as an example of somebody doing something to get attention from someone else's culture that's really wrong. You know what I mean? I don't want it to come across as I'm trying to lump these two things together, because I'm not. Did I come across okay there?
It's still a good connection though, because either way, it's in the end, it's someone else using someone else's, like you said, culture or like social like groundings of who they are, just to get attention for their own platform, to like make people think, oh, they're so mindful or aware or blah, or connected with like the what's going on about, but really they're just like, I'm just gonna do this for the likes and subscribers and the followers, so I can't. Please donate $5 to my OnlyFans.
And that's what's wrong about it. If you're saying something like, hey, I think I'm into this, and you're confused, that's one thing. But if you're like, hey, no, I like dudes now, so I can get attention, then you're a fucking asshole.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. Is like, it's kind of pissed me off is people are like, oh, you're just confused. Well, fucking maybe, yeah. But that's
people get confused. That's exactly where I was going with my story.
That's where you go. You go through that. Like that's just part of growing up for a lot of people. Like
but are you in my head every day? Like, do you really know?
Exactly.
Because I'm pretty sure
nobody
I look
can
at
know
tits
your own
like
struggle.
a gazillion times during a day, and I think, damn, those are some great tits. I want them.
And you're not sharing?
Like, sorry, man.
We live together. And I may make a joke to you guys like, no, I'm not gay. I'm just straight with exceptions, because it's funny. But obviously, that's not to put a plate on someone else's experience. Like, come on, who wouldn't fuck Ryan Reynolds? I'm straight as an arrow, and I'd fuck Ryan Reynolds.
Oh God.
Right? Okay. See my point.
Man.
Look, Ashley's drooling over there.
Everybody in this room, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. We all chime in.
Ashley's drooling so much, the humidity in your room has just gone up.
I know. My armpits started sweating a little bit when I mentioned his name.
Oh Jesus.
But my point being is that like it's one thing to say something like that, and one thing to go after, like try and be a part of someone's culture that you're not for attention. Like there's a difference to like how to go about things.
Like you could
You know
be
what
an
I mean?
ally all you want. We love them.
Yeah,
But
full on support.
if you're getting drunk at the bar on a fucking Wednesday night and you're like, oh my god, because I'm drunk. But yeah, when a homosexual decides they might be and they try to like put the moves on you, you go home with them and you're like, oh my god, no. Like I can't no. It's just like you like
I used to totally.
No.
When I went to that gay bar all the time, I used to totally let dudes hit on me, so I would drink for free, and then I would just leave with my friend Trisha. I would just leave. Like, I would never initiate, but like I would get hit on all the time, and I'm like, yo, let's buy me a beer, let's chat, and I would just drink all night long. I would buy my first beer, and then I would leave. And I didn't do anything to lead anybody on. I would just have like a normal conversation, like, "Yo, what's up? Are you doing karaoke? You hanging out? What's going on?" And then like they'd walk away, and I'd go sit down somewhere, and I would just keep getting free drinks.
Man, I've never gotten that.
Same.
I used to be a lot cuter than I am now. To be fair.
Shut up.
You ain't never been to the
Shut
right
up.
bar.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Yeah. No, it's.
I mean,
I've gotten
Rob,
some weird.
You and I should just go to the bars together like that then.
No,
We'll
yo,
get
I
our
want
free
to.
drinks.
I want to come.
Uh,
That's what?
I want to go to the bar.
I think she was talking to you.
I thought she was talking to Kersey.
she was talking to me.
So I was
Yeah.
Kersey.
Yeah, I want to go
Hey,
too.
Kersey.
Out of home.
Yeah, but you've gotten your free drinks bought for you.
Actually,
What about
where
us?
do you think your free drinks are going to come from?
Y'all live together.
Like, I'm going to buy your drinks.
Drink.
I want to go to a bar so people can buy me drinks. Okay, let me come with you. No, I want to go get free drinks. How do you think they'll happen if I come with you?
You're guaranteed free drinks.
Yeah, like,
You wouldn't.
It's
have to
gonna
try.
happen.
You wouldn't have to try like I would.
well, I'd
So you
buy you a
wouldn't have to
drink.
try. You just go in your Captain America
Just-
uniform and just like
Just the Captain America underwear and the shield, though.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
and just go.
Listen.
And, like
A friend of mine owns a gay bar in the town that you live in, Rob. I guarantee I can get you some free drinks.
Which bar?
Are we?
I don't want to name it because it's
We'll talk about it later.
yeah, we'll talk about it later. But I used to go to that bar and listen. So my mom and I have a real close relationship, and we've known the family that owns that bar for a long time.
Okay.
And so we used to go there for drinks, just to hang out, me and my mom, just chilling, whatever. And she would try to be my wingman and forget that we were at a gay bar. And she'd be like, "Hey, look, that girl's really pretty. You should go say hi." And I'm like, "Mom, we're at a gay bar.
lesbian.
Like, she's there holding hands with her girlfriend. Like, I appreciate your effort,
Well, who knows, honey? Maybe
but I'm
it
not
won't
going to
work
make a
out.
fool of like, okay, but still, at this same bar, here's the thing. At this same bar, this couple that she had tried to tell me to go talk to, who I pointed out was obviously a lesbian couple, later that night walked by me and dropped a note in front of me on the bar next to my drink, intentionally for me. This is where the confusion sets in. Opened the note and said, "My girlfriend and I are in an open relationship. Call me." And I was like, "Task failed successfully?" How?
Did you ever call them?
No. So here's the weird thing. There's more to this story. So I just went, task
You
failed
tell.
successfully. Like, don't know how that happened. I didn't even say hello. I was literally just sitting there having a drink with my mom, talking to the bartender because he was the owner's son, chilling, right? And oh, Justin,
Mhm.
do you remember the night where we went to the bar and I got Chris and Eric to kiss?
Yeah.
Do you remember the bouncer?
Yeah.
That's the owner's son, same bartender. That's how he knew me, and I made him buy the pizza.
Well, bring the pizza.
No, he bought the pizza.
No,
I
bought
tipped
the
him.
Pizza.
No, I gave him money. He bought the pizza, and then I gave him money.
Oh.
Regardless, you probably double paid him.
Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Fuck it. But regardless, so we're at the bar, talking, have a good time. This happens, and so the note says, "My girlfriend and I are in an open relationship. Call me." There's no phone number. None. No phone number. So I'm like, okay, obviously drunk, and she did this on the way out. She was leaving.
Right.
And like, good-looking girl. Later on, I go to a different bar, like a couple weeks later. That one I used to go to with Trisha all the time, and I go there, and I see the girl there because I'm outside smoking a butt, and I see the girl there, and I was like, hey, I know you from this bar. You left a note for me, and it said this, this, and this, but there was no phone number. And she's like, holy shit, I remember. Instantly gave me her phone number. So it means she wasn't just drunk, she was still interested because she wasn't drunk the second time. And I was like, how am I doing this? I've never had game like this. And all I said was like, hi, you gave me a note and you didn't give me your phone number. She probably didn't even remember me. It was just like, oh, well, here's my phone number. Still to this day, I never called her because like I didn't know like if they were actually in an open relationship. I didn't want a chance ruining somebody's relationship. I'll let them ruin it. I don't want to be a part of it, whatever. And I just thought it was really funny how I somehow managed to get this smoke show girl's phone number without ever saying hello. At a gay bar.
Yep, never had that happen to me before. I've never had that kind of game.
Same.
Do anything. I was with my mom.
That's probably what helped.
That's reverse game.
No.
That is like playing sorry and flipping the board because you lost all 4 pieces and going, fuck this, I'm out.
No, some women find it very attractive that a man has a close relationship with their mother.
Is comfortable going to a gay bar with their mother.
Literally, like,
oh, he's sweet. He's with his mom.
Yeah.
I was sitting there knocking back fucking vodka shots with my mom.
Okay.
There's no way that's sweet. I'm like, yo, let's go drink for drink, and I'm fucking putting down alcohol. No way is that sweet. Like, bitch, I can outdrink you. You birthed me, but I will end you. No way.
You know what though? Like I've met your mom, and yeah.
Yeah, that's true. My mom is like that. She will have that competition of like, nah, fuck you, bitch. I made you. I can outdrink you. My mom, so Rob, to put it in perspective, my mom, I grew up in a biker's MC clubhouse up north. My mom's an old school biker chick. My little sister's dad was in the MC before he passed away. Like, so that just speaks to how my mom is.
Mm-hmm.
She will go shot for shot and fuck your day up.
You remember that time someone tried to break into her apartment?
Yeah. Yeah. So I got the call later on because she wasn't even panicked. Someone tried to break into her apartment. Granted, my mom has more tattoos than me and carried a bigger gun than I've ever owned.
Mm-hmm.
Someone tried to break into her apartment and she said, I wouldn't do that, motherfucker. I'll shoot you square in the dick. Through the door.
And
they left. They no longer continued to break in.
The part that kills me about that is when the police showed up. They're like, ma'am, you need to put the gun down. No, somebody tried to break in.
Yeah,
okay.
Where the police, I don't give a shit. I'm not putting it down. Would not put her weapon down for the police to enter her home. Until they were already inside, she then put her gun down. Because my mom is crazy in the best way.
That was their thing. They're like, put the gun down. She's like, how do I know? She's like, no, I'm not doing it until the police get in here. We're not coming in until you put the gun down. No.
Yeah, literally reverse standoff. It's not like put the gun down because you're going to hurt someone. It's, hey, it's over, put the gun down. No, not until you come inside.
Like, what the fuck?
My mom's crazy in the best possible way. I fucking love my mom.
And see,
like
it showed at that bar.
Yeah.
Apparently, as I'm knocking back fucking beers and vodka with my mom, who was probably, I think, drinking tequila, like,
yeah,
a couple of smoke shows. Hey, we like you. It's like, no, you don't. You like what you see right now? That's because I just got a haircut and I'm with my mom.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've gotten numbers before, but not without doing anything.
I literally so at that time when my mom's like, "Hey, that girl's cute," I looked over, saw who she was talking about, and then never looked in their direction again the rest of the night until they dropped that note. I didn't even. I just nope. I just sat at the bar talking to my buddy, having drinks with my mom. Nothing. So it's not like I even like, oh, we made eye contact and they saw me looking. Nothing. Nope. Don't get it. To this day, that still boggles me.
Yeah, I think I've always been the person who, like, when you see them at a bar, you can go up and chat and hang out, but like that's about it. Like, not gonna drop a number, not gonna whatever. Just like, oh, hey, I want to get away from these other people, so I'm gonna hang with this person for a bit, and then I'm gonna go off. Usually tends to be.
So you just need to learn how to close.
I don't ever really care. That's probably what
fair.
it is for me.
If you don't care and you're not looking for it, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you were looking for it, you just need to learn how to close that, and not in a way like closes in, hey, let me bring you home. It's more like, hey, I had a good time. Let me get your number. I'll hit you up
Right.
and we'll get coffee. You know, something simple along the lines of like not pushy, like,
Right.
hey, I'm going to take you to my house and show you a good time because I live in a trailer park and this is 50 Shades of Toothless. Like, not, you know, creepy, over the top, but like very much like a, oh, hey, it was great talking with you. Friendly, polite, not pushy way.
What
Right.
in the crystal methamphetamine did you just say?
I was trying to
You gotta
like
you gotta
think
remember
of
the
how
ABC, man. Always be closing.
actually they literally were teaching us that when I was a salesman. It's ABC. You live off of that because that's how we paid our bills.
Always
Mhm.
be closing.
It was mostly commission job, but no, like
Job.
I was trying to think of like how 50 Shades of Grey is only romantic because he's a rich guy, but if he lived in a trailer park, it would be an episode of True Crime.
Criminal Minds.
Yeah, Criminal Minds, the first 48. You know, you could Bones, like
God.
you name it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I've never watched the movie, never read the books, but I get enough. I saw enough because it was a fucking phenomenon for some reason. I got enough, then I was like, all right, I understand how this is. You know, Rihanna's whips and chains excite me, but trailer parks scare me. Definitely shown through there.
Next
hate
time,
you.
or next time you've got like 10 minutes and you want a good laugh, look up Gilbert Gottfried reading 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh my god.
I have already seen it.
There you go.
It is the stuff of nightmares, but it's hilarious at the same time.
A dull shaved pussy. What the fuck is this shit?
I don't shave my pussy.
I'd rather be the bird. I'd rather be fucking Iago again than read this shit. I'm done.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's
Y'all
so funny
have
though.
some issues.
No, it's funny. It became memes because it was supposed to be some like super romance novel, and then Gilbert Gottfried, who has the worst speaking voice ever,
It's
was
amazing.
reading.
It's like butter on broken
But-
glass.
Yeah. But this is supposed to be read by like someone who has a voice of like Hugh Jackman, but it's not.
His fingers
Oh my
inside.
god.
No,
Imagine Morgan Freeman reading that book.
I don't wanna.
Listen, Morgan Freeman could read me anything and I'd listen. I may not comprehend what he's saying, but I'm going to listen to every tone he's got in his voice.
Here's the phone
He's
book.
got the
Mr.
voice of an
Freeman.
angel.
Hey, who's excited for the new
I will
the new
edit out.
Auto game, Grand Theft Auto 5, just on the new system?
Oh,
I thought
hooray.
they weren't gonna release that yet.
Are you really trying
No,
to
that-
segue? All right.
The PS5 is they're just re-releasing Grand Theft Auto 5 again
Which
on
is
all the
ridiculous.
new stuff.
Which is ridiculous because they reported to the FCC a marketing campaign titled Grand Theft Auto that's coming out this year, and they're spending more money than they've ever spent on a game release on marketing this year.
Well,
so they're releasing Grand Theft Auto 6.
Well, I read that due to the most recent events that have been happening, they're not releasing the new Grand Theft Auto game.
They said that 2 years ago.
They said it this year too.
Yeah, they
they're
said
gonna
this year,
release
especially
something.
with all this stuff that happened.
Right. They're probably just. That's probably why they're just re-releasing the same overhashed bullshit game that we've all played for 5 years.
I have never played
Yeah.
I
Everything that
played-
everybody does, you just don't do, Rob.
it.
I played the older versions of Grand Theft Auto. I think I have Grand Theft Auto like 2.
I think I played
Dude, San Andreas.
3.
All right. If you're a Grand Theft Auto fan, what is R1, R2, L1, L2, up, down, left, right? R1, R2, L1, L2, up, down, left, right.
All weapons?
Fucking no.
Helicopter?
No, it's weapon
That's
set
the
2, isn't it?
Skyfall cheat.
Beating hookers?
No, it's a Skyfall cheat.
Why is it such
Beating
a
hookers isn't a
long-
cheat. You just do that.
yeah, that's kind of just a thing.
It's the same thing over and
Just
over
the
again.
buttons
So it's dun, 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 up, down,
If you do it
up,
in
down,
the air,
left,
it
right,
looks
up,
like you're
down,
doing
left, right.
something completely different.
Barrett
So,
fingers.
the most
Yay.
The most famous cheat code ever, though, is up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, BA, start.
Konami code.
BA. Oh, I was like, that's
This
right.
is
You
like-
play Xbox.
No. This is Contra, dude. This is
Yeah, the
like
Konami code from like the 90s?
90s. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It's been in a lot of shit, but I know in Contra it gave you unlimited life.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
God mode.
God mode.
God mode for Contra, but it picked up so well that they used that code in a lot of Konami games, and I think it's
I don't know if it
and
still
even
works.
other things.
I love when
things that
codes
weren't even
transfer
games.
over.
I don't know if it still works, but it used to be if you went on Full Sail's website and did it on your keyboard and then just held down the enter button, it would spam unicorn stickers all over the page.
That's hilarious. Yeah. No,
All right,
the
so
only-
let's
The only code that I remember from like games and stuff going back for me is ABACABB for the Sega for the original Mortal Kombat. which
you
was-
fucking
not
ancient
still work.
relic.
Which was
It does not still work on Full Sail's website, just so we're aware.
It was the blood code for the original Mortal Kombat. ABACABB.
You are an ancient relic.
Oh wait, to make it more gory?
No, to make it gory, because the original Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
did not have blood in it unless you applied the blood code. Now it's
You know, that is true. I used to play Mortal Kombat when I was younger because my uncle had like all those types of games downstairs, and like us kids would like go down and play on the video games and stuff like that.
Yeah, now like, you know, I'm playing the new Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath expansion. Actually, I just finished it a little while ago. And I mean, you've got characters that like what was it?
All right.
Shiva's fatality, she turns you upside down, like beats the shit out of you, steps on your head and pulls up, ripping your spine out slowly.
Mm.
It's amazing.
All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching the Stolen Tricycle podcast. Make sure you check out our live stream on Tuesdays and our podcast every Saturday. Thanks again. I'm Luke.
I'm Rob.
I'm Justin.
And I'm actually.
She
And
still
she likes eggs.
Hate you
Good night,
all.
everybody.
Good night.
Eggs.